Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today I'm going to be doing my predictions for tonight's Thursday night football matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. This is going to be a great game tonight between two divisional teams, Week 4, two 2-1 teams. I know it's Week 3, but these are right now the two best records in the division. Whoever wins this game takes the lead in the division. Now, I know people might say, it's Week 4. Relax, dude. Divisions don't really matter this early on in the season. But, I mean, a divisional game like this you could probably argue the two best teams in the division, because the two other teams right now, and the Bears and the Vikings, are 0-3. Obviously, those two teams can switch it up mid-season, end of the season. But I think as of right now, the Packers and the Lions, from what they've showed early on, are the two best teams in the NFC North. And I think you're going to see a matchup between the two best teams in this division tonight. And I believe that the Lions are the best team in the division, but the Packers are sneaky good. They had a huge fourth quarter comeback, down 17-0 on Sunday against the New Orleans Saints, while the Lions beat the Atlanta Falcons, who were 2-0, 20-6, and stopped their run game, which has been great to start the year. So both teams had great wins this past Sunday, with the Packers beating the Saints 18-17, and the Lions beating the Falcons 20-6. But getting to my predictions, Aaron Jones is expected to is expected to come back. He has not played since Week 1, but man, was he dominant in Week 1 against the Bears. Also, big injury news for the Green Bay Packers. David Bakhtiari is out, but Christian Watson is in. He's making his 2023 season debut. I think that's going to be a big weapon for Jordan Love. Jordan Love started to show some really good things in last week's fourth quarter. He was kind of terrible through the first three quarters, but Jordan Love looked really good in the fourth quarter. And I think this game, his play in the fourth quarter is going to progress to the next game for him and the Green Bay Packers. And with this game being in Lambeau, with the Packers having the home field advantage, the Packers are a team that play really good football at home. And with what happened last year on Week 18, the Lions coming into Green Bay Week 18, beating them in Lambeau, when Green Bay could have beat a team that was playing for nothing, and that was a game where the Packers got knocked out of the playoffs. If they won, they would have made the playoffs. They would have had a chance to play in the playoffs against the San Francisco 49ers, but they lost. Detroit played a hell of a game against them, and the Packers lost. And I just think that the Packers are going to go out there thinking about what happened last year. I know they're not going to be thinking about that was the last, they saw Aaron Rodgers, but I know the fans are thinking about how that was the last time Aaron Rodgers and Randall Cobb walked out of Lambeau Field, going down to these Detroit Lions in Week 18. I know the Green Bay Packers aren't going out there tonight thinking about that, but these fans are. I think these fans are going to be pretty loud tonight, booing these Lions. I think it might be a hard atmosphere for the Detroit Lions, but this is the same Detroit Lions team who, 4 weeks ago today, just beat the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. So I think the Detroit Lions, with what they did last week, and I know the Chiefs didn't have Travis Kelce and Chris Jones, I wouldn't say they're capable of beating any team in the NFL, because I think that would be a stretch. But I think they're capable of winning in any stadium. If you can go and win in Arrowhead, you can go win anywhere. So I'm not saying the Lions are capable of beating any NFL team, but they are capable of going to win anywhere. So if they're going to be unpoised going into Arrowhead and beating Kansas City the first game after they just won the championship, even if there's no Travis Kelce and Chris Jones, I don't think it's going to be a problem for them going into Lambeau. But I still think the Packers are going to be the favorites going into this game. Just for me, I think the Green Bay Packers win this game 30-23. I think you see a lot of offense shine through. I don't know anything about David Montgomery yet. I think he's questionable. I don't think there has been anything announced if he's playing. Honestly, I'll be honest. I prefer him not to play. I have Jahmyr Gibbs in fantasy and really want him to shine through. But, if he plays, it's not a big deal. But really want to see Jamar Gibbs take a huge jump. Last week he looked solid. He had 80 rushing yards, but still only got me 9 fantasy points. But I hate that I have to wish for a player to not play so my other player can have success. It kind of sucks to do that. But I think Jamar Gibbs, if David Montgomery is not in the lineup tomorrow with his thigh injury, I think Jamar Gibbs will have his best game yet. I think Jamar Gibbs, whether David Montgomery plays or not, I still think Jamar Gibbs scores his first NFL touchdown. I would bet anything that even if David Montgomery plays, Jamar Gibbs scores his first career touchdown tomorrow against the Green Bay Packers. I think that would be a perfect bet. But I think Jordan Love throws for 3 passing touchdowns and becomes the first quarterback of the 2020. The first quarterback of the 2023 season to throw for 10 or more touchdown passes. I think the Packers are going to have a good game. I think Aaron Jones is going to have a good game. They have a really good defense, which is going to be a tough challenge for this Lions offense. I think it's going to be a shootout between two really good divisional teams. 2 good run games, 2 good defenses, 2 good quarterbacks. And with the Packers having the home field advantage, I know Lions fans aren't going to like this, but I think the Packers win this one 30-23. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know your predictions, and peace out.